You're wearing sunglasses?
Well,
Mm.
know,
It's-
cool vibe.
yeah. I should wear sunglasses. Yeah. Hey, my name is Loic.
I'm James.
Welcome to the Work XP podcast. So, it's hard to know where to start, but like, what would you say that is your funny Oh my goodness. Uh, what would you say is the funniest experience you've had, James, at work?
It can range from utterly stupid to just hilarious. Like, it's either the customers that are like really dumb or the work colleagues you work with, they make things funnier. For example, we're trying to get an item from out the back, and the customer wants us to try and find it, and the item is like all the way right at the back of the warehouse, and you've got pallets of stock. You can't actually squeeze through the pallets. And so instead of trying to get all the pallets out by like a pump truck, someone decides to cross over the pallets by foot. Often, many of the boxes aren't as full as you expect them to be, so they do kind of disappear in height as they try to find these items.
I can imagine that.
Or someone tries to climb. We've got like shelving units, which you put the pallets on top of. But they're quite high. I would say like a good. It's bigger than me, and I'm almost
Hmm.
6 foot, so it's actually probably more than 30 feet.
Wow.
And in order for
I
them
don't do
to get
feet.
the box
Yeah.
they want, you don't know measurements either.
No, just
Okay.
centimeters.
Well, I'm not doing it by centimeters. I'm not getting a ruler and measuring it.
Meters, maybe. Yeah.
Or maybe meters. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, let's
that's what
go
you
with
got to
like
do.
4 or 5 meters.
So Monday morning, this is important.
Some of
Yeah.
my friends, they've actually managed to get LED lights from another store, and they stick it underneath so that it lights up underneath.
Oh, that's cool. That sounds like
So
something your brother
you're
would do.
having a party on the ocean, basically,
Nice.
like a disco party on
Yeah.
the ocean.
Actually, that reminds me of something I bought at a supermarket, or I didn't buy it, but Mom bought it, and I found it in the shed, and it's one of those. It was like 69 cents. It's one of those things you inflate, usually by mouth, but can you imagine? And it's a bottle cooler. So I don't know, you're in a swimming pool or something, and you put your bottles in it, and then it's got a little compartment, and your drinks cool.
When you're swimming,
Yeah, I don't know.
why would you need that?
I know, but
But the rules are you're not supposed to eat and drink before you swim or
that's
during
why it was
swimming.
69 cents, and it was never used. And so I tried it one time when we were kayaking, you know, not sponsored, but put some Coca-Cola in it, and yeah, had that on a kayak. It was cool. But,
Coca-Cola, 7 Up, whatever you want to say.
yeah,
You know,
exactly. No, we'll say it was 7 Up.
it sounds better actually.
Yeah,
Coca-Cola is just
the cool people
everyone
drink
loves
7 Up
Coca-Cola.
these days.
We got to think of other drink.
Mm.
Sprite, Iron Brew,
Ginger beer.
lemonade,
Mm.
ginger beer. Oh, I'm sorry, no.
Oh,
See,
sorry,
something that my shop's
I'll go
coming
now.
up with is something my shop's coming up with all these different flavors.
Yeah.
Um, One of my colleagues mentioned this like raspberry chocolate with raspberry and something chocolate.
Hmm.
It looks really good. It's almost like a really sweet sort of chocolate. I'll have to try and find it and try it out. I kind of
Yeah.
like to try all the chocolates out. Yeah, have you ever tried the Lotus biscuit chocolate?
I have not, but actually, I recently gotten into the Biscoff Lotus stuff
Oh yes, yeah.
franchise, whatever you call it, because a friend showed me the spread, which I
Yeah.
think is kind of like peanut butter. So then, with all the warmth we've been having, one day I got the Biscoff ice cream thing. That was nice. Until I checked how
I've
much
never
sugar
tried
it
this
has.
one.
But
I think I need that.
you've got to try it, yeah.
See, someone in work, we if something happens to like food that is just because of the heat, let's say the heat, it melted a lot of the chocolate bars, and so they decided to like bin all of them. And I was mid binning one of them, and I said to my colleague, "Oh, can I just keep it? We can just like reduce the price. Um, you know, as long as we make a bit of money, it's better than binning it and losing money." And as I was doing it, I thought, "Great, got some chocolate for later, haven't I?" But no, I didn't. Because there's a customer right in front of me, ex-chef, saying, "Oh, I'll buy it. You know, you can just stick it in the fridge. It'll like re-solidify, and then you can make something out of it." And I was so gutted because that was going to be my chocolate for when I finished work. I mean,
Ah,
honestly. So don't ever reduce things in front of customers because then they want it instead of you wanting it. You have to hide
mm,
food anywhere, packets of crisps, chocolate, biscuits. It just has to go under the counter. I buy them. I
mm,
don't hide them. I don't steal. But they have to go under the counter, out of
mm.
the sight of customers, so that you will definitely be able to purchase them later.
Yes. And if you purchase things at your local supermarket, think about people who work there. If it's discounted, don't buy it. Leave it. Leave it for
Exactly.
James.
Please, especially when it's chocolate Lotus, the biscuit
Specifically.
chocolate.
Yeah. Mm,
Absolutely. Yeah. Don't
yes.
don't buy it, and don't say it in front of me what you're gonna do with it. That's evil. That is.
Hmm.
Rubbing it in my face.
Hmm.
You may as well have opened the packet and gone,
Yeah.
smells nice.
That could be a new ad. Yeah. Like an ad for Kit Kat. The way the Cadbury ad is, there's a glass and a half for everyone. They give it. Kit Kat should be like, no, it's mine. Yeah.
That's a good one actually. Yeah,
Actually
give it
at
like
work, I've often thought about using a hedge trimmer or hedge cutter, and it was called Still, that brand. And I thought, why not have an ad? I've yet to email them, so nobody else steal this, please. But I've yet to email them saying,
steal it.
yeah, what if you got this ad and it says like, oh, he still got it? That'd be great.
Don't steal it. It was
Yeah.
awful. It was awful.
I can keep going. There's the gloves called Worth, Worth it.
But then you're stealing it for the L'Oreal. You're worth it.
Oh, is
That's
that it?
already
No, I didn't know.
yeah. No, you can't. Can you imagine you're worth it, and then you're worth it. It kind of
It could work.
from hair products to gloves, taking a mick of L'Oreal Paris.
Maybe it could work.
Unless it's the man's one. L'Oreal Paris is the girl's version of their hair. And then you can
Mm,
say you're worth it,
yeah.
man version,
Mhm.
blokes. But speaking about, garden stuff, we've had a lot of broken pots. And some of them, like, they're chipped around the
That's
edge.
smashing.
Not just yet, it's just crack.
Okay.
You know, someone just cracked a joke and it just, um, but they're 75% off, but some of them are better than others. And I
Hmm.
almost feel like if there's ones that are really, really bad, why are they not just like a little bit more reduced? Because there's not much to them. I don't know. They just don't look right. I don't know why people would buy something that's chipped. They would want it for free if it was chipped.
Yeah.
'Cause you know, it's not brand new.
Yeah. I was in TK Maxx a while back, and they had this in the reduced section, of course, but it wasn't
Of course.
Lotus, so we're all right. All right. Um, it was a fan with a wireless charger, like a three-in-one thing. Uh, and there was two of them, right? And it was like crazily reduced. I checked it on Google. It said it was like 100 euros. Yeah, right. But it was for 10 euros. It's not that
Wow.
fancy. Seriously, you'd have to see it. There's two of them. One was normal box, 10 euros. The other was open box, clearly torn and everything, 10 euros as well. So I brought them both to the counter and was like, can I get a discount for this? The one with the open box. And she's like, no, it's already discounted. So, so I bought the
I
normal
mean,
one,
right.
but
Were
still,
these like electric fans?
yeah, electric tiny fan with a light and a wireless charger. I have nothing to charge because my phone it doesn't wirelessly charge, but it's
I
cool to have.
don't know if you've heard like the whole of I feel like it's the whole of UK. Definitely Wales. A lot of the stores, not just one I work in, but even online, a lot of the electric fans went completely out of stock because of the heat wave.
Yeah.
Um, and it's been mental because people come in, they're like, "Do you have a fan?" And where we work, we've got these big stand-up fans, and then the little fan. And some of the customers come up to you and go, "Can I just buy that one?" It's like, "No, this is mine. I work here. You don't. It's like a greenhouse in here, mate. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not letting you work in here. You're not taking my fan. Go away. Go find another one." But we had some customers come in a couple of days ago, and they wanted a fan, not for them because they had fans for them. But can you guess what they wanted the fan for?
For the dog.
Exactly. And not just any small fan, they had to have the fanciest fan
Mm.
because they love their dog more than their children.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes they treat it better than their children. Yeah. Mm.
It's probably because after they've had the kids, they've realized actually they should have treated them better. They get the dog, and then it's like, right, well, all that love,
Maybe.
that we should have given the children, we'll give to this dog
Hmm.
who's not going to live as long as the children, but who cares?
Hmm. They live in Ireland, so it's not usually that warm. So mom was like, we don't need a fan. But anyway, I got that little fan. This is long before it's warm, I just had that forethought. Um,
Yeah.
and then, the house is so warm, and there I am, my little fan going on full belt. Ha. Yeah, I could. They're far away, but
Thing is, in Wales, we don't get the temperature that we've been getting. So I didn't go for a fan. In fact, the little fan that I got, the little handheld ones, I bought one of them from a shop,
mm,
and within using it once, it broke. This is a battery powered one, and because it's so plasticky, it's rubbish. So you kind of have to resort to you know the hand fan, or there's a really good fan. You get an electrical one, and it's a bottled one, so it has a spray on it. So not only does it do the fan, but you can spray cold water onto your face, and it cools you down really well. I would totally recommend them. They're amazing.
I've also seen the ones that are almost like headphones,
Oh,
like the way
the,
you're
the
holding
neck
them.
ones,
Yeah, and they blow air into your face. It's very good.
they're all right. They're
But I,
not as
but I
good
don't have
though.
one.
When we went through the hot spell, we were allowed to wear
Is that what
shorts
we're
in
going to
work.
call it? The hot
Hot,
spell.
yeah, the hot
Turn
spell. Yeah.
that
That was a terrible joke.
off. Was that a joke too?
I'm not saying. I've forgotten the hot spell. Oh yeah, we were allowed to wear shorts. Thing is though, uniform you have to like be a set color. So for me, I have to have black trousers. They're viewed as smart trousers in any working environment. Um, but they can't. They have to be like like when you went to school, you'd have to wear a certain type of black trousers, certain material. You couldn't wear, you know, a soft material. It just doesn't work that way. So by the time I actually found black trousers that I could wear, what happens? The heat wave happens, and then they go and say you can wear shorts now, but they have to be black. So it's like, right, well now I've got to find myself some black shorts.
Or some scissors.
Yeah, but the black trousers. The time it take me to find these black trousers, I ain't cutting them because then when I want trousers again, I can't really. Well, I could stitch them. I was not a good one for stitching that. Or was it sewing? Stitch is the body, isn't it? Sewing is material.
I think so. Yeah, or Lilo and Stitch.
Have you ever noticed when you go into a shop the amount of people that leave either food or drink lying around?
Mm.
Have you not seen that before? So for me, someone comes in with a Costa, they haven't finished it, and they leave it on a shelf, half drunk or a little bit left or nothing left, and they just leave it there. Or someone had a sandwich from Tesco, and they stuffed the wrapping behind some stuff on a shelf to try and hide the fact that they tried to dump it. Um,
The
the other day,
lengths
I found a Mars bar wrapping. I don't get it.
the lengths people will go to not put it in a bin. I mean,
Thing is, though, we don't really have a bin that's accessible to the public, so they start dumping them in baskets, trolleys, on in the shop itself.
Do you sell bins that? Like,
Yeah, the like outdoor ones, and the little
yeah,
like
so you should like
your bedroom.
put them in accessible places,
But
still
we've
with the
got them
tap.
underneath the tills, and they're
Mm.
for our use, but not theirs. But if someone asked us, now this is it. This is an awful experience. If I may share it, um,
Welcome.
someone asked to put the rubbish in a bin, and my colleague had the bin behind him, and the customer said, "Can you put this bag in the bin, please?" And he goes, "Sure." Picks it up, and before you even put it in the bin, there was just this aroma. The customers leave, and actually before he left, he told my colleague what was in the bag. Basically, he had vomited, and he had put it in the bag and wanted it to be binned. And so the stench of it was all on the counter.
Oh,
It was in the bin. I mean, you kind of felt like you were going to vomit yourself from the
yeah.
smell of it. It was awful. He didn't tell him until he'd given the bag to him. So it was like, okay, I'm not accepting bags from people anymore. You tell me what's in your bag, or you take it yourself.
I mean, I thought it would be like, dog poop bags, but no, that's worse.
No, dog poos, they stay on the floor. But that's a story for another time.
That is. And on that note, I think we should wrap it up. Thank you very much, everyone listening. And quick promotion for my book. It's my first novel. Please check it out on Amazon if you want. It's full of supernovas and space pirates and that sort of stuff. And as you can see, James hasn't read it yet, so he doesn't, he can't vouch. But take care, right? Bye.